So very quickly we're going to talk about Mari's hierarchy and the overall process of approaching asset texturing. So first up, you set a project. Here you choose your geo and you can set up some default channels for you. Once that is done, I will look at my reference a bit and work out how I'm going to approach texturing. With this camera, projections aren't going to give me the cleanest results. It's a lots of bare materials like metal and plastic, so it's probably going to be a lot of procedural layers with hand-painted breakup. Or if you're working in Mari 4.5, you can use the new material workflow to help get really good results. If I created my base color first, I can use those layers to inform my other channels like spec and bump. In my channels palette, I create a new base color channel, and then I can now jump into either the layer or node editor. For now, I'm going to make a new layer and flood it with a rough base color. From then, I can start building it up and the artistic section begins. Once I have a base color channel I'm happy with, I can begin on my secondary maps. If you're working with Mari's new material system, you may well already have a good base for these channels, so you can just begin with those. Or if you're working inside the node graph, I can use my pre-existing node tree and use adjustments to crank my textures to get values that work for my other maps like spec roughness, bump, and so on. With features like layer linking or sharing nodes, it's easy to optimize your scene and use what you've already created to help you get the best textures for your asset, but more on all of that later. So that's a brief overview of the texturing hierarchy in Mari. For each object, you can have multiple channels with multiple layers inside each of them. It can get a bit confusing, so good naming is always really important. In our next video, we're going to look at layers, so thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you there.